All right, welcome to Rockstar Slowruns. Here, technically the first episode, but you may have seen some bully episodes earlier. I deleted them because I lost the save file. Whoops. Anyway, randomly selected a Rockstar game, post or 360, I guess 360 and up. We're doing. The earlier games lack the detail of this sort of playthrough. So yeah, randomly selected Red Dead Redemption. The classic, only real classic Western game. Not a very popular game genre, really. This is a killer game, that's for sure. New one coming out pretty soon. Should be pretty epic. Yeah. Only, not even on the PC, because Rockstar has some questionable business practices sometimes. What you want a PC? PC port? No, we can't do that. No, never, no way. But yeah, it's a Western game set at the end of the Western period, the early 1910s. So I think that's right. So yeah, about 100 years ago. The end of the West. So, the idea of slow runs is we do the game in a realistic manner. No running around randomly. Try and take in the world that Rockstar has so dutifully painted for us here. Seeing as they're so good at their living games.
Grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent.
Why am I thinking about Westworld right now?
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals.
Doesn't that start with a train? I'm pretty sure it starts with a train.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently. The Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have.
One interesting thing about Red Dead is the lack of character you get at the beginning of the game.
And who let you worship in peace.
Don't know anything about Mr. Moss.
It's so confusing, Father.
Just
sometimes I find it
generic
impossible
Western
to make the
character at this
distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Welcome to Texas. It's not really Texas, it's like a fake version of Texas. Based on the geographics, it kind of has to be Texas, because this is the only state with a river border with Mexico. And I gotta say, it is nice to have a game set in Texas. West Texas, anyway. Oh dear.
I don't feel too good.
The only other game I can think of that's set this so geographically close to me is Mafia 3, set in New Orleans, was it? New Bordeaux, or New Orleans.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
Now that's a beard
I got
right
the
there.
horses saddled up and ready out front. You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Ulster. Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention. Gee up.
Just gonna run around in circles for a second. And
Hold up now.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk round those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
it's weird that they fictionalize the states in this game, but countries. The
Are you
countries
planning
are
on
still the same.
spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
You know, I didn't think you found that out so early, but I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill. Giddy up.
Hey.
Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Yeah. Bill! Bill, I've come for you!
Maybe they're not in there.
Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Not a great start. He's already been shot.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
So what were you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
How do you do?
Okay, here we go. This may not be the best route.
How nice to see you.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Hop on up. He won't bite. Come on, then. I'll show you around the property. To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Slow it up now.
Really a very industrial
That's the
scale
barn over
ranch here.
there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl.
Whoa!
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaint from me, Miss McFarland.
Well, are we going inside?
Come on, I gotta hitch my horse first.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house, and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston.
Miss McFarland.
Remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around. Right. Follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Go!
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pot. That's it. Kill those little varmints. Good shot. Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I see. Nice shooting. Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property. Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Come on!
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to
Looks
a
like
big
one rabbit
city.
got away.
Become a lady of leisure.
Was that a coyote? Get those pests before they scare the livestock.
Come on!
Yeah! Good shooting, Mr. Marston. Quick, we're going after the chicken.
Come on!
That coyote won't be back. Nice shot. Yes, you got one. Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
Here we are. Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland. Let's go.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see. All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts. How do you do, sir? Come on, boy.
Come on.
How are you today? On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Watch and learn, miss! Should I wait for you to catch up? Let's go! Are you saving the best for last?
Yeah.
Let's pick up the pace!
So much rubber banding right now.
I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Go. Is that the best you can do? Yeah.
This sure beats milking cows.
Let's go. How you doing back there? Would you like me to slow down? Yeah. Come on.
Come on, boy. See you at the finish line.
Come on. I think you chose the wrong horse, Miss McFarland. Yeah. Come on. Slow down. Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston. Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the driver's seat. Come on.
That was slightly unintentional.
You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fella laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
Go way back. And I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Whatever.
I knew you were the soil, dude.
thought the mic was off.
Blessings to you.
Those men get more bold than folks before the time.
And I guess that's why we don't text in YouTube, right?
Not feeling ill, I hope. Need some laudanum? Whatever your purpose.
Hello, sir.
Rattlesnake Fest is next month.
Free
I'll be
medicine.
busy.
I like free medicine. Ooh, let's have a look in the sack. Ooh, look at that.
You ever stop John? Those places you ain't friends.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Southwestern Railroad.
Hi.
Look out, mister.
Hey, you looking where you're walking?
Sorry, is that the episode name for a community episode, or?
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! Now, what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them one of them Williamson boys?
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting cute with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
Let's head over to the saloon.
So who are we looking for?
A bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers and armadillos spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Mount up, Marston. Walton's our man. Damn, he's seen us. Come on, don't lose him.
Come on! If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Yeah! He's headed for Pleasant's house. Let's stop so we can get a better look.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Over here, puppy.
Marston, I got you covered. Move up to that wagon.
I'll gun down the lot of you!
Get to that crate. I got you covered. Good. Now move up to the outhouse, Marston. There's one of them.
I'll put a window in your skull, Walton.
Yeah! Nobody has shoes bloody sweat. Blast you. take him alive?
Damn you!
Walton's killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Oh, now.
Yay, money. Where's my horse?
What you got on you, friend? Come!
Fast travel would be cheating, wouldn't it? Not that far away, anyway. I feel like they assume everyone's very lazy. But in reality, it's really not that big of a deal, just ride back. I can see it from here. Wait. That might be something else. Somebody need help.
Good man. My name's Jufo. Very grateful. There's much treasure here. You want map? I retire. Here, take map. You earn it.
I'll happily take this off your hands, my friend.
Ooh, I got a treasure map. Let's see where it says. Opening it. There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake, that could be anywhere. It's just a tree. I don't know how they expect you to be able to find these. Have a look though. Okay, it's a tree. I feel like it was there. I'm just gonna go check.
Come on!
Let's go cross country here. Oh, yeah, that looks like a tree. So I was right. Tree rocks.
Easy.
What are we actually looking for then? Here we go. What? Tree. Past the tree. there's the tree, right? Treasure must be over here.
Let's go. Come on, easy up now.
It's in here then. Uh-huh. Here's a tip for people who want to hide their treasure. Don't just hide it under a pile of rocks. It's not gonna be good enough.
Maybe my luck's turned.
Big question here is, so the treasure hunter gave him the map, right? Why didn't the treasure hunter just go and find the treasure? If he already had the map. Okay. New treasure map. What? Is that a cliff? Go over the... I think I know where that is.
Let's go.
Do that later.
Yeah. Slow it up now.
I'm a terrible. Oh, they took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Okay, guess we got something else to do now. Hanging rock. Ah, there you go.
Come on.
Some prizes. Anyone want to try and guess what this side mission thing is about? The fun thing about the Rockstar games is you can see how they influence each other. Kind of introduced the strangers and freaks idea that GTA 5 uses, and it's right here.
Go.
How'd that happen?
Slow down.
Look, they can get ambushed going into a canyon like that. he was up there. That's no help. This here's an all-terrain horse. Climb right up the rock face.
Whoa, whoa!
That's it? That was it? I thought there'd be like more people. Okay. Is it? I want to post it.
Yeah. Mister, they're about to hang my buddy and he ain't done nothing wrong. You gotta help.
I sense an ambush.
Let's go.
I tried to shoot the rope, but...
Come on! Yeah. Woo! Hey. This'll fetch a good price.
Am I coming in here? Where are you going?
Come on.
Make sure it's actually where I think it's going to be when I get back.
Hello? Hello? Is Armadillo 731? What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic.
Sorry. Just takes one slip of the finger. I'm sure it wasn't important, whatever you're saying.
How long you been working for the government,
I guess it's going to be a long
Marston?
episode.
I don't work
Going
for the
overtime.
government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash.
There's another clue
Taming
that
a
it's set in
wild
Texas.
land.
New
Nearly
Austin.
there. Whoa there. Let's go. Stay alert, boys.
Again, we're ripe for an ambush right here.
Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches. Look out! Rustler guard! Gun them down! Help me out here, will you? Good shooting, boy.
One for the government, boy.
Okay, boys, you head down that left fork. I'll take the right. You can come with me or go with them.
Let's go, Marston. Get a move on.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
Come on then, Marston. Just make sure you don't slow me down. My God. There's a couple of the rat bastards. All right, come on, Marston. Let's push on.
He did.
Look, the deputies are making progress. Hellfire! Nice shot!
Who needs cover when you've got a quick trigger finger?
Come on, let's clear out that camp. Watch yourself. Looks like they have some backup. Let's clear out Pike's Basin once and for all. I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air. There's one more for the vultures. Tell the ballers to give themselves up. We'll kill every last one of you. That bastard won't be rustling no more.
That was far too close.
You got one. Looks like that's all the sons of bitches. I'll head up the ridge to scout it out. See if there's any spare ammo in that camp.
Definitely gonna see what's in this box. What do we get? Just ammo? I'm looking for something better than that. Switches.
Come on, stop lagging behind.
Hey, I found some money.
Let's go. Be careful. I think I spotted some snipers. God damn it! Take out those snipers, boy! Jesus wept! You better surrender! You hear?
No more?
I was gonna shoot you dead!
Surrender, or I'll kill you all! Come on, let's get to the rest of the boys. You got your back, boys! Damn fine shooting, boys. Come on, let's regroup.
Is that an hour?
Listen up. Let's try to sneak up on them. The closer we are, the less chance they have of making a run for it.
This is the part where we wish the silencer had been invented.
I'm gonna fill you full of holes!
Over there, where you keep me? One last chance to put your hands in the air! Looks like the bollards won't be rustling again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages free.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
You'd say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. Wes Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. Wes Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
anywhere up in the world. Beginning of the day, I had no money. Now I have $60. Look, here's another one. I'm really doing this hoping for something more interesting than money, but nope, nothing so far. There you go, went from no figures to 3 figures. So I'll ride back to the ranch and call it a day.